Welcome to
Emily
and Hector's
Retro Reviews!
Today, we are going to be unboxing and reviewing the 1994 G.I. Joe Battle Corps Shipwreck, made by Hasbro. Shipwreck is one of my favorite characters. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Shipwreck, but I, however, love Shipwreck. I loved his beard. I can't grow one. I always wanted a tattoo on my arm.
You got one!
And I always thought maybe one day I'll be a sailor. Unfortunately, I don't even know how to swim. But I thought that the coolest thing about this Shipwreck was not only is he Latino, he has the greatest, coolest, most radical first name that there is. Hector. This is at a time when Hasbro was lost the mark with G.I. Joe. They started releasing all kinds of figures that just made no sense. I had no interest in those figures. For instance, they had a guy who was supposed to be like a news reporter. That was a G.I. Joe. How is that a G.I. Joe? One was pretty cool, that he was a football player. But that also, it kind of, like the logic starts coming out the window when they start making, oh, a football player joins G.I. Joe. We already had the refrigerator Perry, Sergeant Slaughter the wrestler. And they got a little kooky with Cobra Law, but I still enjoyed it.
What's Cobra Law?
Cobra Law is with the snake guy, the guy with the bat wings. You know, the guys that made Cobra...
In the movie?
Yeah, that made Cobra Commander into a snake man.
And the Pelona?
Yeah, and the Pelona. And they started ruining, in a way, classic personalities, classic characters of G.I. Joe. Let's go back and rehash these characters and try to make them brand new, but it just didn't work. The ones that for me did work were the Tiger Force, and that's because basically they used the same molds for the old figures, and they used different color plastic and maybe painted them a little different. The original Dusty came with like marks on his face. The Tiger Force Dusty came with plain face, kind of like seeing the Ultimate Warrior without his face paint. That's how I saw it as. He finally had a Shipwreck without his hat, but his whole head is almost covered.
Where's his bird?
That's what I'm saying. Where's Polly? Polly's missing here.
That'd be cute if they had him in like a little swimsuit. Oh, that'd be so cute!
Maybe they took a cue from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They started releasing these figures with an accessory tree, so you had to twist the accessories, the guns, the missiles off this tree.
And that means that they're all the same color too.
Yeah. And as a kid, I didn't see it as, oh, that's so cool. I saw it as,
they're lazy. It's cheapies.
free with UPC proofs of purchase and $1 shipping. G.I. Joe Commander figure offer. Details inside. Offer expires January 31st, 1995.
Maybe they'll still let us if we show them the receipt.
Yeah. Let's get to the unboxing. Emily, you want to unbox it?
You can unbox it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I like taking the stuff off of the tree.
There we go. Here's the accessory tree. Here's some stuff. And here's Shipwreck. Alright. Let's smell them. Oh, wow. And his joints are super tight. Man, it's so nice to play with a G.I. Joe and its joints are not loose. And, you know, you do this and the legs go... Emily's working on the accessory tree. She's almost done.
Almost done. I like doing it.
I gotta say, this Shipwreck comes with a lot of accessories. A lot of weapons.
What is this?
Oh, that's a missile.
Oh, cool. All the other accessory trees? Accessory trees?
Whoa!
I think this is like the best accessory tree that I've ever done. I like taking the things out of, because look, there's no little nubs. No little nubs. I think it's because these things are super thick. All the other ones, like I'll get like little plastic spoons or stuff from like the Calico triplet sets. There's like these little nubs and I have to use like the filer to get it down. But yeah, there's like no nubs, and I think that's super satisfying because it's super annoying when you get like this big nub and you have to like cut it with scissors or like nail clippers or something.
This was really nice by the manufacturers. This wasn't lazy. They got the face mask here, wrapped up with his fins. Take it off. Oh, that's pretty cool. The way the face mask slips on. Look at that. Sorry. Boom. Real nice and easy. And it's got instructions on the inside of the box. Right here. Now this package was supposed to have the flag point. It was needed for the free figure. So on the box art, Shipwreck is holding his naval assault rifle with built-in silencer. And also, he's holding his double-edged serrated combat knife. Now he's got other weapons with him. This missile launching thing, which was very popular at the time. He's got this other gun here. His other gun right here. An extra missile. And then he comes with a stand, which Shipwreck actually does not need because he easily stands with these fins. One of the things that I don't like about this figure is that they made his upper body a little bulky, like he kind of looks a little hunchback, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't give him a backpack, let's say like a tank. I guess the tank is right in the front, but I would have liked to have seen the tank in the back. I think that would have made more sense, because you got this hole here, and with this figure, I would actually almost every G.I. Joe I put in a bathtub. The backpack would have helped.
Float?
No, that would have been nice, like a backpack that helped him float. No, the backpack would have helped for the water not to get into the hole and rust it out, because then it gets even more difficult.
You could put
to
Play-Doh.
Let's compare the size of this Shipwreck with the original Shipwreck, the 1985 Shipwreck. Let's compare them both. So the size is pretty good. Now let's compare the faces. What do you think, Bubby? It almost, he doesn't look the same.
It looks like that one guy who is like, dude, and he has like a number.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't it look like him?
Oh, that's not, he doesn't say dude.
Oh.
This is a Bazooka.
Oh, Bazooka. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he has a dog? No?
A dog?
No.
No,
He has numbers on
yeah,
his
he
shirt.
has number. That's Bazooka.
Oh, okay.
He has a
Yeah,
jersey, a
doesn't it look
football
like him?
jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like him.
Yeah.
It's because
It
it's
doesn't
black
look- yeah.
handlebar mustache. They should have like just kept going so that like, you could imagine.
See a beard.
Yeah. A beard.
Because it doesn't look like he has that full, luscious, beautiful beard. Looks like he just has a cheapy mustache, kind of like mine.
This isn't cheapy. No, don't do that.
Which one do you like the most?
Can I shoot the one I don't like?
Yes.
Okay. I missed! Yay!
This one's your favorite.
Yeah.
This was my favorite too. Not just because he has Polly, but because he just looks cool. He's got bell bottoms. As a kid, I think if I would have gotten this Shipwreck, I was 12, going on 13. Yeah. I still play with G.I. Joes at your age.
Still play with them now.
Yeah. If I would have had this Shipwreck as a 12-year-old, I think it would have lowered my love for Shipwreck. Even if his name is Hector. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't pop. It's very dull colored, gray, black, a little bit of silver. You know, there are other G.I. Joes that have the same color scheme, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just dull.
The original one, he's a sailor, like Popeye. He came with guns, and he had a cool Polly. And he had a tattoo. So this guy he was just cool.
And a luscious beard.
And a luscious beard. This guy, he's almost generic, right?
We should put like a orange spot on it.
Thank you for joining us on this daddy-daughter retro review from
Emily
and Hector. Bye! Bye.
The refrigerator Perry on G.I. Joe. The refrigerator. Oh, you never saw him? He's not an actual fridge. That was his name, just the refrigerator.
Why?